Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Adults Health and Housing Cabinet Member meeting for Monday, the 12th of October. Present today we have Karen Squires and Stephen Mason from Democratic Services, and they will be controlling the broadcast. We have Lisa Micallef and we have Karen Brearley from our housing team, and myself, Councillor Roy Webb, Cabinet Member for Adults Health and Housing. On the agenda today, any apologies, please?
I have no apologies, Chair.
No, Chair.
We have apologies from Louise, who's having problems with her IT.
Yeah.
So if they can be noted, thank you.
Thank you.
There are no late items to be introduced by the Chair, and the Chair has no declarations of interest. Can I move on to the minutes of the meeting held on the 14th of September? And I don't think there are any matters arising. No. In that case, can we move on to acquisition of a 3-bedroom house in Mackworth Ward? Karen.
Thank you, Chair. This report proposes the acquisition of a 3-bed property in the Mackworth Ward at a price of £173,000. We have got evidence need of this type of property in the area for those in housing need in Derby. This is a semi-detached property built circa 2016 with cavity brick walls, pitched timber frame roof and concrete tiles. It is currently an EPC rating of C, but we are proposing to do some work so that those works should push it up slightly, although we do target C for our rental properties. The property will be purchased using the HRA and right to buy receipts at 30%. The property was actually marketed for £175,000, but an offer of £173,000 was accepted, which was in line with our valuation range of £173,000 to £176,000. The work we are proposing to do is to overhaul the electrical installation and include new heat and smoke detectors and an electric fire. And we will also do works to the windows to sort the hinges and put restrictors on. The work is not expected to exceed £2,063. The total cost, including fees, means that we do actually achieve an operational surplus from year 14 and a break even in year 33. So we formally request that the property is approved for purchase.
Thank you very much, Karen. I haven't got any questions. The EPC rating, I'm pleased to see in the reports that was requested last time. So thank you very much for that. I hope that's going to be standard format from now on. And I'll accept that for purchase.
Thank you, Chair.
We move on now to acquisition of a 2-bedroom house in Mackworth Ward.
Okay, thank you, Chair. So this report actually proposes the purchase of a 2-bed property in Mackworth and at a price of £125,000. Again, we have evidence demand for properties of this size and type in that area. This is a 2-bed mid-terrace property built circa 2005. Again, cavity brick walls, timber frame roof and concrete tiles. And again, this one also has an EPC rating of C. The Again, it would be purchased using right to buy receipts at 30% and then HRA. The property was marketed for 125,000 and was valued to be between 123 and 127, and the vendors accepted an offer of 125. The proposal on this one is to undertake works to overhaul the electrical installation, updating the heat and smoke detectors and installing an electric fire, overhauling the bathroom and the kitchen, and there is also a contingency for a new boiler and for works to the rear boundaries. That work will be identified once testing has been carried out. Including all the fees, this comes to a price of 136,950 and achieves a operational surplus from year 9 and breaks even in year 30. So our request is for this to be formally approved for purchase.
Again, accommodation of this type is required in the Mackworth area. So that's good to know that we're meeting those needs. I don't see anything that I can question in there. There doesn't, as it's a mid-terrace, it wouldn't be open for expansion, would it? So
no, it wouldn't.
Additional bedroom. Okay, in that case, I'll approve the purchase of this property.
Thank you, Chair.
And we move on to acquisition of another 2-bedroom house, this time in Alveston Ward.
Okay, so this report proposes the purchase of a 2-bed end terrace property in the Alveston Ward at a purchase price of 145,000. Again, although this one is an end terrace, it's slightly older. It was built in circa 1990, but again, cavity brick walls, timber frame roof and concrete tiles. Already has an EPC rating of C. Again, we do know that we have demand for this type of property of this size in that area. It will be purchased using HRA and right to buy receipts at 30% of the price. The property was actually marketed for 150,000 and an offer was made and accepted of 145,000, which was in line with our valuation range of between 143 and 146,000. As this property is slightly older, we will actually be doing additional works. So the costs are not expected to exceed just under 25,000. But that includes a new boiler, an upgrade of the heating controls and the system, overhauling the bathroom, the electrical installation, including new heat and smoke detectors and an electric fire. We will also overhaul the kitchen and all windows, doors, handles, hinges and restrictors. There will also be works externally, and we will be removing a tree because it is actually, we feel, too close to the property. And there will be works for new side gate and the works to an existing retaining wall and some fencing. We'll also improve the external drying path and posts, and we have got a contingency for topping up the loft insulation and also access to the garage. The total cost, including all fees, is 174,387, and that actually means we produce an operational surplus from year 24 with a break even in year 37.
Thank you, Karen. Question on this one, the tarmac driveway and path. I presume this is going to be permeable material to meet with the water runoff standards?
Yeah, they've already got a driveway and path, but it's quite uneven, so it's a trip hazard. So that's why we're actually replacing. So we're replacing like for like, and it's not actually got drying posts outside, so we'll put the path and the posts in, so they will be new. But yes, we will go. We will meet the water runoff.
Thank you, Karen. Okay, in that case, I can accept this one as well for purchase.
Thank you.
And I believe that concludes the meeting. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair.